The MSheU is alive. I don't know if it's doing so well, though. The Secret Invasion is the latest in the MSheU storytelling. The finale of the 6-episode series reveals that Emilia Clarke's Gaia becomes the overpowered Super Skrull. Yes, they have gender swapped the Super Skrull. Not only that, but she will solve all the problems that Nick Fury and her father Talos created. So you get a little dose of feminism in there as well. Let's break this down. The series concludes with Emilia Clarke's Gaia shapeshifting into Nick Fury and providing the Skrull leader Gravik with the Harvest. If you have no idea what the Harvest is, they explained in the series' 5th episode. Nick Fury specifically explains to Olivia Colman's Falsworth, she's like some kind of like MI6 agent, what the Harvest is. He says, nearly every Avenger spilled blood in the Battle of Earth, even Carol Danvers. In the aftermath, some were sent in to collect that DNA, some with the ability to blend in, aka the Skrulls. Nobody knew about them but me and the Collectors, led by Gravik, which is the main antagonist in the entire series, which is probably where he got the idea for the Super Skrull machine. When Coleman asks if he's responsible for everything that is taking place, meaning the threat of nuclear war with Russia and the creation of a Super Skrull, Fury replies, yeah, why do you think I came back? So apparently Nick Fury is now responsible for the actions of Gravik. This is just absolute garbage. Sure he can say that he is responsible for sending that out, but he's not responsible for the actions of Gravik. That's just ridiculous. But that is what the show is making it clear. They want to put the focus that Nick Fury failed and that women are going to fix that error, which we'll see here later on in season 6. So in the 6th and final episode, while Gravik determines whether the Harvest is pure, a computer readout reveals the number of individuals the sample contains. You get Ghost, Captain America, Corvus Glaive, Thanos, Outrider, Proxima Midnight. I think when they say Outright, it's weird. They like creatures are like also like sounds like they're like actual character names. So you have like the Outriders, which were the creatures that attacked Wakanda. Proxima Midnight, Captain Marvel, Abomination, Mantis, Cull Obsidian, Drax. Apparently Abomination. Was Abomination at Endgame? I don't think he was, but they stuck him in there. Korg, Ebony Maw, Frost Beast. Again, those are that's from Jotunheim from the first Thor film. I didn't think they were at the last battle either, but they've got a collection of it apparently. Hulk, Black Panther, Chitauri, which those weren't. I guess you did see Chitauri from that. Valkyrie, Thor, Odin's son, Gamora, Flora, Colossus. I don't even remember that, if I'm being honest. And Winter Soldier, you can see a little bit of it here where they got the Hulk on the main one, but there's a bunch of other names here too, like Korg, Drax, etc. So Gravik then powers up the Super Skrull machine with both him and Gaia in it. Gaia is still posing as Nick Fury, shapeshifted as him. The machine grants both of them increased abilities from the various individuals sampled. A fight ensues with Gaia and Gravik using the various abilities they have acquired. In the end, she defeats Gravik by using Mantis's telepathic abilities to put Gravik to sleep or at least pacify him in some form, and then blasts a giant hole in his chest with Carol Danvers' light abilities. It was like really weird though. So she punches him after he thinks it's Nick Fury. He basically slaps him around, and then eventually when he's about to like crush her, she turns her fist into like the Hulk fist and just like punches him in the face and sends him flying. And then when she goes back to confront him, she starts taunting him, saying, "You're flailing, you're weak," which is just an absurd line. And I think it's just supposed to be like, "Ha, I'm a woman, you're a man, you're weak," because he just became a Super Skrull and has all of these abilities just like she has. But again, par for the course for the MSheU. It was really weird, like really bad editing, maybe, I don't know. Bad editing to highlight the super feminism they wanted to push. So and then it looks terrible. Look at this CGI. Like they gave her Dave Bautista's Drax arm. Eventually she has like this like ice sword from the Frost Beast that she like conjures. It looks terrible, but they made her the Super Skrull because she eventually kills the guy. Or I mean, who knows? Maybe he has some kind of regenerative power, but it heavily implies that he's dead. So then, following the conclusion of the fight, you get the fictional president of the United States, a guy named Ritson, which I definitely think is a Donald Trump stand-in, because you get this speech later, which we'll get to, from Samuel L. Jackson. And then he issues a public address stating, "We all witnessed the terror attack that was carried out on my motorcade earlier this week in England. The terrorists responsible were a shape-shifting alien-born species known as Skrulls. That is why tonight I am presenting to Congress for immediate emergency authorization a bill that designates all off-world-born species enemy combatants. We know who you are, we know how to find you, and we will kill every last one of you." So I think this is supposed to, like, clearly a Trump allegory, and they're trying to make it to basically this is what he's saying about the illegal immigrants that were coming over the border, like when he walked down the escalator and announced his candidacy for presidency. It's so obvious, and it's so cringe and stupid. But Coleman's Fallsworth then tracks down Gaia and proposes a deal. She says, "Your people need a leader. You'll need resources to fight this war that Ritson has launched on your people, and I can give them to you." And then she said, Gaia responds, "My father entered into a deal like that. It didn't end well." So Fallsworth replies, "Yes, let's be sure not to repeat the mistakes of Talos and Fury, and leave love and friendship out of this. I will use you, and you'll use me, and together we'll make this planet safe for both our people." So the women are going to make it safe and do the things that the men couldn't do. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You get it? Feminism. So then the show kind of winds down here. Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury reveals that Ritson's speech has encouraged vigilantes to hunt down Skrulls, resulting in a ton of violence. He lectures the president, saying, "I was relieved too," basically saying they were relieved that they got out of the situation because there was a Skrull posing as Don Cheadle's character, Rhodey, and was trying to manipulate him into starting a nuclear war with Russia. So they got out of it. He says, I'm glad we got out of that. And then Fury replies, "I was relieved too, until I watched that hateful ass speech you made. Putting things together was never going to be easy. You took a bad situation and made it worse. That's real one-term president stuff. Ha ha, remember, you're Donald Trump. Ha ha, like, it's so funny. Don't you know? This is so stupid. But we have to act now before the hit squads you inspired kill off the Skrulls who still want to help us. Now you've got dumbass vigilantes killing innocent humans too when they're not getting killed themselves. Call off your war." I think they're trying to make a J6 reference here. Maybe it's really stupid. Ritson ends up rebuking Fury and telling him there's only one way it ends, and that if Fury really cares about the Skrulls, he'll get them off the planet. Ironically, he then reveals to his wife, who is a Skrull, that the Kree want to negotiate for peace, seemingly allowing for the Skrulls to leave. So that's just kind of bizarre, random, doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. So I mean, this show is just absolute trash. I don't recommend watching it. The ending is just garbage, gender swapped, Super Skrull, illegal immigration allegory, Donald Trump allegory, and then you've got the whole Nick Fury is now married to a Skrull to try and emotionally manipulate you on the illegal immigration allegory and all of that stuff. And then obviously the pro-feminism, we can do it when the men couldn't, with Emilia Clarke's Gaia and Olivia Colman's Fallsworth. So just typical sludge, dredge, garbage from Marvel Studios. It's not improving. It's not getting any better. It's just doubling down on everything that they've failed at.